Good morning, Christine Regan Lake here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I would like to talk to you about the importance of always following your own truth and not allowing yourself to be swayed by other people's opinions. And I'll share with you a very important story from my own life. So when I was 21, I was in the U.S. Army Military Intelligence Reserve Corps. And this was in December of 1990. The conflict in Iraq broke out in August. And in December, a call came down for a need for service members who had a top secret clearance. And they needed 42 individuals. And so our command sergeant major called us all together, and they basically said that what they were hoping to do was to get a volunteer list and create a detachment of, the volunteers, and then only have to force people to go who didn't want to go. And so they were asking for anyone who wanted to volunteer to put their name on a list, and then you would be assigned to that detachment, and then you would go over. So my initial gut reaction was, yeah, of course I'm going to serve. Of course I'm going to volunteer. They had just trained me. They had just invested in me, I don't know, maybe $250,000 training me to be an imagery analyst. And I was single. I had no children. I wasn't married or anything. It was wholly my decision. And so I was thinking that I would do that. So I ended up going to lunch with a friend of mine. Oh no, but I'm sorry, before I went to lunch. So before lunch, I went up to the command sergeant major and I told him that I was thinking of volunteering. And, he was kind of like probably like my father's age, that kind of thing. And I was, a college student. And he was really, his guidance was, Christine, when we went to Vietnam, it was a year tour duty. You might not want to do that. I'm not sure that I would do that, and was basically kind of dissuading me from volunteering. I think out of protective, it was from a protective standpoint, kind of having a fatherly look over me as a young girl who was 21 and in college, etc. So anyway, I go to lunch and I was kind of processing what he said, and I went to lunch with a friend of mine in my unit, and I told him what the command sergeant major said. And he said, Christine, you can't let anyone influence you. You have to do what you think is best for you and whatever you feel guided to do. And it really hit me hard. And I was like, he's right, And so I came back from lunch and I walked right in and put my name on the volunteer list and said, I'm prepared to go. And so we went over. We were there for 4 months. And it was, a unique experience for sure, So when I was in Saudi Arabia and we went into town, that was the first time that I had ever seen a woman in a burqa. And, I actually had the religious police come up to me and I was kind of accosted by them. And this religious policeman came up to me and said, you need to tie a sweatshirt around your head. And so I did, because I was afraid. I didn't want to, be violating the law or whatever. But it was definitely very uncomfortable, for sure, to be in that environment as a woman. And it was so clear the challenges that faced women in that culture. And what was interesting was that when I came home, I ended up becoming involved with an organization called Equality Now, which is a nonprofit organization that fights against human rights violations against women all around the world. And I wrote letters to heads of state all around the world for over 15 years, trying to get justice for women. And it's very clear to me that my experience in Saudi Arabia definitely had a profound impact on me. And was a contributing factor to me embracing those 15 years of trying to make a difference, defending human rights violations for women. And so had I not listened to my voice, had I actually listened to the command sergeant major and not gone over, not volunteered, I would have missed out on one of the most profound experiences of my life, which had a very strong impact on the actions that followed that, in terms of me feeling the need to contribute, speak up, and put my voice to things that I thought were unjust. So the thing is, you know, there's a lot of people that have a lot of opinions about your life and how you should do things and what you should or shouldn't do. And you know what? Hear what they have to say and thank them for their insight, or tell them to, you know, keep their mouth shut if they're forcing their opinions on you and you didn't ask. But, you know, just try to have the courage to listen to your own voice and listen to your own truth, because you are the only one who knows what is right for you. People can have great intentions, they can have beautiful intentions, and they usually are good intentions, but their good intentions don't trump your knowledge and truth of what is best for you. So I hope you found value in that. Have a beautiful day. Go out and have some fun, and I hope you experience some, you know, laughter and love today. And I hope you share that with others as well. Love it forward, as I say. So have a great day. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks. Bye.